Look, I've seen a lot of dirty jobs, and I can tell you something for free. The most dangerous ones are often the ones we think are simple. Mowing the lawn falls right into that category. We do it every week, and we get comfortable. We stop thinking. That's when things go wrong. A lawnmower isn't a toy. It's a powerful machine with a spinning blade that doesn't know the difference between a blade of grass and your big toe. So before you even think about yanking that starter cord or pushing that button, we need to have a little chat. Safety isn't about being scared, it's about being smart. It's about respecting the tool so you can get the job done and still have all your fingers and toes to count at the end of the day. Let's start with what you're wearing. No, I'm not your fashion consultant, but this is important. Flip-flops, shorts. You need real sturdy closed-toe shoes, preferably with a good grip. Work boots, sneakers, long pants are your best friend here. They'll shield your legs from any debris the mower kicks up, and trust me, it will kick things up. Rocks, sticks, stray dog toys, they all become tiny missiles launched at high speed. And don't forget your eyes and ears. Safety glasses, ear protection. A good pair of safety glasses and some ear protection are not optional. They are essential gear for this particular dirty job. Now, let's talk about the lawn itself. Before a single blade of grass gets cut, you need to walk the area. This isn't just a casual stroll, you're on a mission. You are looking for obstacles, rocks, sprinkler heads, kids' toys, garden hose, branches. Anything that isn't grass needs to go. Hitting a rock can dull or even break your mower blade, but worse, it can send that rock flying at incredible speeds. Taking 5 minutes to clear the field of battle is the smartest investment you can make. Finally, think about the conditions. Mowing wet grass is a terrible idea for a few reasons. First, it's bad for the mower. Wet grass clumps up, clogging the deck and stressing the engine. It also doesn't cut cleanly, leaving you with a sloppy-looking lawn. More importantly, it's a safety hazard. Wet grass is slippery, and never ever mow during a thunderstorm. A lawnmower is a big piece of metal. You do the math. Wait for a dry day. The lawn will still be there. Alright, you're dressed for success and the yard is clear. Now it's time to look at the machine itself. Before every single mow, give your mower a quick once-over. This isn't a teardown, it's a simple pre-flight check. Start with the obvious stuff. Is there enough fuel? Gas mower. Fill up before you start, when the engine is cold. Spilling gasoline on a hot engine can lead to fire. Battery mower. Is the battery fully charged? Corded electric. Inspect the cord for cuts or frays. A damaged cord is a shock waiting to happen. Next, check the fluids. Start with oil in a 4-stroke gas engine. The engine needs oil to stay lubricated and cool. Pull out the dipstick. Wipe it clean. Stick it back in. Pull it out again and check the level. While you're at it, peek at the air filter. If it's clogged with dirt and grass, the engine can't breathe. A clean filter means a happy, efficient engine. Now, safety features. They're not decorations. Find the safety handle, dead man switch on your push mower. That's the bar you hold to make the blade spin. Let go, and the blade should stop. Make sure it actually stops. On riding mowers, test the seat sensor. Blades must disengage when you lift off. These are your last line of defense. Don't disable them. Don't be that person who tapes them down. Last part, look underneath. First, disconnect the spark plug on a gas mower, or remove the battery on a cordless mower. This guarantees the engine can't start while your hands are near the blade. With it disabled, tilt the mower on its side, carburetor up to avoid leaks. Inspect the blade, chipped or bent. Inspect the deck, caked with old dried grass. A clean deck equals better airflow and a better cut. A sharp, balanced blade is crucial for your lawn and safety. We'll talk more about that later. The preparation is done. It's time to make some noise and cut some grass. But how you mow is just as important as the prep work. Let's start with a classic push mower, gas mower, battery mower, corded electric mower. The golden rule here is to always push, never pull. If you pull backward, you risk pulling the mower right over your own feet if you happen to slip. For corded electrics, cord management is everything. Always mow away from the outlet. Keep the cord behind you and over your shoulder. A friend of mine, let's call him Dave, mowed right over his cord. The sparks flew, the mower died, and Dave was lucky he didn't get a nasty shock. Now the big guns, riding mowers and lawn tractors. They're comfortable, comfort can breed complacency. Always mow up and down, never across. Here's a riding mower safely navigating a gentle slope, driving up and down, not across. Mowing sideways on a steep incline raises rollover risk. You do not want one on top of you. For example, my neighbor Bob has a steep ditch by his driveway. He uses a push mower on that section. That's smart mowing. Different mowers need different safety moves. Gas mowers, watch the hot exhaust. Hot exhaust can burn. Hot exhaust can ignite dry grass if you're not careful. Battery mowers, they're quiet. Children, pets, be aware and clear the area before you start moving. Regardless of the machine, stay focused on the task. This is not the time to be wearing headphones and blasting your music. You need to be able to hear changes like hitting something, or a belt starting to fail. You also need to hear if someone is trying to get your attention. Keep your eyes on the path ahead, scanning for any obstacles you might have missed. Mowing the lawn should be a deliberate, focused activity. It's a job, and like any job, it deserves your full attention to be done safely and correctly. A well-maintained mower is a safe mower. It's that simple. Routine maintenance not only extends the life of your machine but also ensures it operates predictably and safely every time you use it. This goes beyond just adding fuel. After each mow, take a few minutes to clean the machine. Use a brush or a leaf blower to clear off all the grass clippings from the engine, the deck, and the wheels. Caked-on grass can trap moisture, leading to rust, and it can also become a fire hazard when it gets packed around a hot engine. A clean mower is a happy mower. The heart of the mower is its blade, and this is where the real danger lies. A dull blade doesn't cut the grass, it tears it. This is bad for your lawn, leaving it looking ragged and making it more susceptible to disease. A dull blade also makes the engine work harder, which wastes fuel and causes unnecessary wear and tear. But more importantly, a blade that is bent or out of balance can cause the entire mower to vibrate violently. This can loosen bolts and parts over time, creating a serious safety risk. You should inspect your blade regularly for damage and plan to sharpen it at least once or twice a season. So, how do you change a blade safely? First, and I will say this again because it is the most important step, disable the engine. Disconnect the spark plug wire on a gas mower. Remove the battery on a cordless mower. Unplug a corded mower. You must be 100% certain that the engine cannot start. Then, tilt the mower on its side, making sure the carburetor and the air filter are facing up to prevent fuel or oil from leaking where it shouldn't. To keep the blade from turning while you loosen the bolt, you can wedge a block of wood between the blade and the mower deck. This simple trick can save your knuckles, or worse. Once the bolt is loose, remove it along with the blade. This is a good time to wear thick work gloves. When you install the new or sharpened blade, make sure you put it on correctly. Most blades are marked with "this side up," or have a symbol indicating which side faces the grass. Putting a blade on upside down will result in a terrible cut and can be unsafe. Tighten the bolt securely, using a torque wrench if you have one to match the manufacturer's specifications. A blade that comes loose while spinning at 200 miles per hour is not something you ever want to experience. Taking your time here is non-negotiable. You've done it. The lawn looks great, the stripes are straight, the smell of fresh-cut grass is in the air. But the job isn't over just yet. How you finish is just as important as how you start. Once the engine is off and has cooled, it's time for cleanup. I mentioned cleaning the mower deck after each use, and I'll say it again. Use a putty knife or a specialized tool to scrape off the wet grass caked underneath. Then give the whole machine a good brushing or blow-off. This prevents rust and ensures it's ready for the next job. Storing a clean, dry mower is the professional way to do it. Now think about storage. Where you keep your mower matters. It should be stored in a dry, well-ventilated area like a garage or a shed. This protects it from the elements, which can cause rust and degrade plastic and rubber parts over time. If you have a gas mower, never store it near a furnace, a water heater, or any other appliance with a pilot light. Gasoline fumes are heavier than air and can travel along the floor, creating a serious fire or explosion hazard. This is also the time to think about the fuel. If you're putting your gas mower away for the winter, it's a good idea to add a fuel stabilizer to the tank. Modern gasoline with ethanol can go bad in as little as 30 days, gumming up the carburetor and fuel lines. A little bit of stabilizer will keep the fuel fresh for months, ensuring your mower starts right up next spring. For battery-powered mowers, check the manual. Some recommend storing the battery partially charged in a cool, dry place, separate from the mower itself, to prolong its life. Ultimately, this all comes down to one thing: respect. Respect the power of the machine, respect the job itself, and respect your own well-being. Mowing the lawn can be a satisfying chore, a chance to get outside and take pride in your home. By following these simple, common-sense steps, from preparing yourself and your yard to operating the machine correctly and maintaining it properly, you ensure that it stays a satisfying chore and not a trip to the emergency room. It's not about being afraid, it's about being prepared. It's about getting the job done right, so you can do it again next week. This has been a friendly reminder about doing things the smart way, not the hard way, brought to you by Safety Sense.